Welcome back to UK Knowledge Guru. In today's video, we will learn UK Expansion Worker Visa. In this video, we will understand what is UK Expansion Worker Visa, how to apply, what are the rules, and who can apply. So let's understand the overview. UK Expansion Worker Visa allows you to come to the UK to set up a branch of an overseas business that has not started trading in the UK yet. You must already work for the overseas business as either a senior manager or a specialist employee. If your business is already trading in the UK, you should apply for a senior or specialist worker visa. I'll put the link of this visa category in the description and you can follow. Now let's discuss the eligibility of the UK Expansion Worker Visa. You must have a valid certificate of sponsorship from your employer. Later in this video, I'll show you what we mean by certificate of sponsorship. Have worked for your employer outside the UK. Do a job that is on the list of eligible occupation list. To access the list, we will go on gov.uk search section and we'll write list of eligible occupations. Click enter. The top one, skilled worker visa, eligible occupation and codes. If you click on it, this will tell you which occupation code you can come. So it's a occupation code, job type, related job titles, eligible for skilled worker. So this is the list we are talking about. I'll put the link of this in the description so you can access it. Now let's discuss how long you can stay in the UK on UK Expansion Worker Visa. You can stay in the UK with the UK Expansion Worker Visa for whichever is shorter. So 12 months after the start date of the job on your COS, the time given on your COS of sponsorship plus 14 days. So for example, you got the COS for 1 year. You can stay 1 year, 14 days. If you want to stay longer in the UK, you can extend your visa by 12 months. The maximum time you can stay in the UK on UK Expansion Worker Visa is for 2 years. Now let's understand how to apply. You must apply online on gov.uk. The only genuine website for UK is gov.uk. Do not trust any other website. All my content is from gov.uk. How you apply depends on whether you are outside the UK and you are coming to the UK. If you wanted to apply from inside the UK or wanted to extend your current visa, then in the description, there is a video which I have put. You can watch that video and apply. And if you wanted to switch from different category, there is a separate video for that on this topic. Now let's understand how to apply from outside the UK if you are coming to the UK. But before that, let's learn how much it costs. When you apply for UK Expansion Worker Visa, you will need to have enough amount. For example, to pay your application fees, the application fees is £298. You also need to pay IHS fees, which is £1,035 per year. You have to pay each year. So the first 12 months, you have to pay £1,035. When you will extend again, you again have to pay £1,035 again. Support yourself when you arrive in the UK, you will usually need to have at least £1,270 available in your bank account. Now let's discuss more in detail money to support yourself, how much money you should have. So it's £1,270 you should have in your bank account, but for at least 28 consecutive days. The end date of 28 must be within 31 days of the when you apply. You will usually need to show proof of this when you apply unless you have been in the UK with a valid visa of 12 months or more. So if you are switching from another category on the UK Expansion Worker Visa and you have stayed in the UK for more than 12 months, then you don't need to show the proof of evidence. Now let's understand how long it takes. You can apply for a visa for up to 3 months before the date you are due to start work in the UK. This date is listed on your certificate of sponsorship. As part of your application, you will need to prove your identity and provide your documents. You need to allow extra time if you need an appointment to do this. You will be find out when you will start your application. They will give you the biometric date. They will tell you the date when you can apply, when you can do your biometric. All the details will be provided. Now let's understand how long it takes to get a decision. You get a decision in 3 weeks if you are outside the UK. This is the standard time, not accurate time. Each month we create this processing time video in which we explain how long it will take. Watch this video and this video will guide you your standard processing time of that month. So 3 weeks from outside the UK, if you're applying from inside the UK, it can take 8 weeks. And if you wanted to get a faster decision, then you have to pay extra £500 and you will get the decision faster. Now let's understand what you can do and what you cannot do on this visa. So first start what you can do. You can work for your sponsor in the job described in your COS. You can also study on UK expansion worker visa. You can also bring your partner and family with you as a dependent in the UK. You can also do voluntary work if you want. You can also travel abroad and return to the UK. Now let's understand what you cannot do on this visa. You cannot apply for benefits. You cannot go for the state pension. You cannot change your job unless you are eligible. You need to update your visa for that. You cannot have a second job as well. You cannot apply to settle permanently in the UK, which is known as ILR, indefinite leave to remain. But it doesn't mean that you cannot apply for long run. So think this way, once you arrive on UK expansion worker visa and if you switch to skilled worker visa, then you can apply for ILR on skilled worker visa. If your application is successful, you will get a full list what you can do and what you cannot do on this visa as well. Now let's understand the most important part, how long you need to have work for your employer outside the UK. So you cannot just come straight after applying UK expansion worker visa. You need to work for your employer. So you must have work for your employer outside the UK for at least 12 months unless you meet one of the following criteria. You are earning over £73,900. Or you are a Japanese national doing work for Japanese company that is expanding to the UK. Or you are a national or permanent resident of Australia doing work for an Australian company that is expanding to the UK. So it's either one of the following. So either you are working at least 12 months. So for example, if you wanted to come from India, Bangladesh or Nepal or Pakistan, then you must have worked for the company for 12 months or you must be earning £73,900. It's quite a high salary for most of the works. So 12 months is the minimum requirement which you have to meet. Now let's discuss if the job is eligible. So which jobs are eligible? So the Home Office has provided you the table. If we click on this, we will come to this page which says Global Business Mobility Eligible Occupation and Codes. I'll put the link of this guidance in the description. So when we click on it, it takes us to the page which was updated on 8th of October 2024. A list of eligible jobs for Global Business Mobility Visa. Because this visa is part of Global Business Mobility Visa, so that's why these job codes are eligible. So which one we are talking about? So these job titles are not exactly the same because it also says over here that you may be able to find different type of job occupation codes as well. So for example, if one job got different names, that's what it means. So how do we read this? So for example, 1122, production manager and directors in construction. Now on the right side, example of related job title. These are the job titles they have mentioned. Construction manager, construction director, owner, subcontractor, site manager, operation manager, bank manager, finance director, investment banker. So they have provided this whole list. So you need to identify which code suits you and if you are eligible. So for example, if you are working in your home country as an energy manager and you wanted to come to the UK in the same code, then you are on the right track. Now let's discuss the salary requirement for UK expansion worker visa. Many applicants assume that it's 38,700, but that's not the case. You must be paid at least 48,500 per year or the going rate from your job, whichever is higher. So let's see the going rate table. So this is the list of the Global Business Mobility going rates and eligible occupation code list, which was updated on 8th of October. I'll put the link of this file in the description. When we go down, this tells us the rate list. So for example, on top, this is the job title, senior or specialist and UK expansion working going rate. And this is graduate ready. which is 70%. So if you coming on UK expansion worker visa, so this is the middle column which you have to follow. So for example, construction manager, the rate is 38,200. But as per the guidance, you must be paid 48,500 pound minimum. So if you are coming as a chairman or for example chief executive in your company, then your salary must be on the going rate, which is 54,700. So it has to be higher, whichever is higher. That's what the guidance says. So this is the complete list. Most of the job occupation codes, they are, so you have to be paid around 48,500 because they are like, for example, IT auditor or software testing consultant, they are all 31. So the minimum you have to be paid is 48,500. Now let's discuss the evidence you have worked for your employer outside the UK. What evidence you need to provide? So we have already discussed in our video that you must be earning 73,900 if you are not working for your employer. But if you are working for your employer for 12 months, then in that case, you need to provide printed pay slips. You also need to provide online pay slips supported by a letter from your sponsor signed by a senior staff member. You also need to provide a bank or building society statement, a building society passbook. So your bank statement is currently that will support your pay slips, and your employment contract will also support your case. Now let's discuss the last part of this video, that how to apply from outside the UK. So for that we'll go on gov.uk again in the UK expansion worker visa section. We'll click on apply from outside the UK. We'll come to this page which will ask us providing your identity and supporting documents when you will go for your fingerprint center. So every time whenever you apply for a visa, you need to do biometrics. So they have provided the guidance for it. Apply for UK expansion worker visa. Once you have started your application, you can save your form and complete it later. If I click on apply now, it will take me to the page where you are planning to live. So for example, is it England, Scotland, or is it Isle of Man? So we'll select Scotland. So we'll click continue over here. And then do you have your current EU or Swiss passport? No, continue. Select country to provide your biometrics. So for example, you are applying from India. Just assume. So you'll click India. Next, check available visa application center location. So you have already, like, I want to choose a different location. I have already identified. So we'll select that and we'll click next. Then it will take you to the page Global Business Mobility, where it will explain you what is the visa, what sponsorship we are talking about, which we call that COS, Certificate of Sponsorship. They have also explained e-visa. E-visa is something new in UK. Health surcharge, which is IHS fees, how much IHS fees you need to pay. We have already discussed this in our video, that you need to pay for each year. So if you wanted to stay for 2 years, you have to pay twice. Postgraduate students, so for example, they have explained that family members before you apply, so they provided the guidance, and then you will click apply now. So they will ask you to register an email and your password. They will send you the password, the OTP on your email address, and then you will start your application. So you have start, application, documents, declaration, pay, further actions.